this Saxcast lesson, we're going to learn how to play La Bamba on Alto Sax. This lesson actually goes along with one of the jazz lessons, which is Jazz Sax 106, all about chords and actually 3-chord tunes. So this is one of those 3-chord tunes. Literally, it uses the chords C, F, and G. And as we go through this, you can kind of see that a lot of the notes are either out of chord 1, 4, or 5 from that key. So we've got chord 1, which is C, E, G, chord 4, which is F, A, C, and chord 5, which is G, B, D. If you haven't got a clue what I'm on about, or you haven't covered the jazz course just yet, you can still use this tutorial, happily play along and be able to play the tune, but actually if you are working along the jazz section of Saxcast, then this lesson is really useful for that. And we'll also cover the sax solo that I've actually written in this, based around the 7 notes of C major scale. So all I'm using are the notes out of C major scale, that's it, nothing else, just the 7 notes from C major. So we're actually beginning to use scales to improvise as well. All right, so the key signature is all right, no sharps, no flats, which is absolutely brilliant. We're in 4/4, 4 clear beats to the bar. The most tricky thing about this is that it's actually quite rapid. It's 150 beats per minute, so it's actually, going on at quite a lick. On Saxcast, I've done a slower version of this track and the backing track as well, so you can have it played at a slower tempo. So we start off with a 4-bar intro, and then we go into the actual tune. So it starts like this. Now that comes so much in this, so if you can get those first 3 notes, you're pretty much set for the entire thing, which is brilliant as a beginner. So we've got F, 1, 2, 3, and 1, so there's a regular F with the octave key on at the back. So we go 1, F, 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 E, so 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, and then dropping to C here. So F, 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 E, C, 3, 4, 1. Repeating that thing once more. So that's exactly the same little bit that we played in that opening bar, but we're going to repeat it again and then move on to the second line. Now it gets a little bit more interesting rhythmically. Now the thing is, when you're not using a lot of notes, a lot of interesting harmony, we're just using notes that are predominantly out of the chords, so they sound pretty, just quite, just really nicely seated in the chord, then we need something else to make the tune interesting. And what we often have is sort of syncopation, something that displaces the notes from the beat. And this is what happens here in this bar 10. So we go C, C, D, so regular C. Then we've got a really interesting rhythm here. So notice how we've got these crotchet or quarter notes separated into what we call triplets. So we've got 2 sets of triplets here. Triplets are literally 3 notes played in the time of 2. We've covered this in the Jazz Fundamentals course. Jazz Fundamentals? The Fundamentals course over on Saxcast. So if you don't know about triplets and how to play them, then check out that video on Saxcast. So triplets really are 3 and 2. So what I'm going to try and do is get 3 of these crotchets within 2 clicks. So if this is my pulse, I'm trying to bury my crotchets between there and make sure there's definitely 3 crotchets in the time of 2. So I get ba, 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 ba. So those are actually my triplets. You can actually say the word triplet, triplet. Or